Hello everyone, Andrew here, and welcome to another random game of the day. Today we are playing Luigi's Mansion for the GameCube, and wow, it came out way back in 2001. It's amazing playing GameCube games and seeing just how long ago they came out, and then like trying to comprehend, it's like, wow, I can't believe it's been that long, because I remember back in the day when this was new, Smash Brothers Melee was new, Mario Sunshine was new. Those were good days, but anyway, yeah, Luigi's Mansion. Very good game, and we don't need to watch this cutscene because we're probably going to be watching it in a minute anyway when we start a new file, because yes, we are going to be starting from the beginning. There's no memory card in slot A because I have like 6 GameCube memory cards which actually have like good save data on them, because like the very original GameCube memory cards hardly held anything, so I have a couple of those, and then I have a couple of the 250 block ones. And then I have like one of like the larger one. But whenever I play a GameCube game, it's like a whole 30-minute thing of trying to figure out which memory card my save date is in, because I can never remember. And since I wanted to start from the beginning anyway, there was no point on doing that half-an-hour search. So yeah, we can do options. We got that guy there who no one knows his name yet because we haven't met him. Or we can just start the game. And yeah, we can't save, but it's not going to be an issue. So we're probably just going to play through kind of the beginning area of the game. And yeah, we have Luigi here, walking through this very scary forest of illusion with the flashlight, and yeah, he won this very nice mansion with rainbows and trees, and that's not what it looks like on the thing. Yes, there we have Luigi's Mansion, and yeah, a very good GameCube game, and it is finally getting a sequel on the 3DS, and that is going to be coming out on March 24th. So this is almost like a kind of build up all the hype, so it's almost exactly 2 months before it comes out too, so I guess why not play it now. Actually, we are playing this today because my friend, the Hipsterpotamus, there will be an annotation to his channel, suggested that I play it because it's one of his favorite games. I mean, I love this game too, so why not, right? Unfortunately, he recently had to close down, or not close down, but he had to start up a new channel because something was wrong with his other one, and you may know his other channel. It is actually the Tyrannic Fiber. People may remember I recently played those games on that OMG Pop website with him, as well as a couple of other people, and I also played Terraria with him, and the videos for that were uploaded to his channel. So yeah, you may remember him from that. He's a really cool guy. He also makes gaming videos, but yeah, unfortunately he had to start a new channel because YouTube is a YouTube. So please, check out the annotation, check out his videos, and if you like what you see, be sure to subscribe to him, because he is a cool guy. So anyway, let's see, what on earth are we doing here? So we start out the game, and there's really not much we can do. We can walk around, we can press A to call Mario, or we can hold B to turn off the flashlight, and we can smash things and try to open stuff up, but there's not really much point. Right now we just kind of have to wander around and see what we can do. I always really liked Luigi's Mansion. I mean, it just had that really good feeling to it. I mean, it's not really a horror game, but I still really like the atmosphere that the game kind of creates for you. I also really like that the fact that it's a console. I don't know how I feel about the sequel being on the 3DS, because I mean, there's kind of the 3 things, like the 3 ways you can, no, like, not really the 3 ways you can see gaming. But what am I trying to say? I mean, there's games that are on consoles, there's games that are on handhelds, and there's games that are kind of on both consoles, or series that are both on consoles and handhelds. My kind of feeling is if a series starts on a console, I kind of always like to play it on a console. So the fact that Luigi's Mansion is moving over to like the portable 3DS, I don't really know how I feel about that. If a game starts on a portable and then it gets a game on a console, I'm usually okay with that, because usually a console will mean that like there's more like processing power and all that for the game to use, and the graphics will be better, and usually the game as a whole will end up being better. And that's not always true, but it sometimes happens. And then there's games that are kind of like the series that are both on consoles and handhelds, and those are okay too. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is I'm not really a huge fan. That was a lot to say for me to get to the point that I'm not a huge fan of Luigi's Mansion 2 being on the 3DS, considering I think it would have fit really well on the Wii U. So I'm kind of sad it's not going to be on the Wii U, because I think it would have been really cool. Definitely would have been a must-buy for me there, although I might wait a little while to see how it does on the 3DS, and maybe get it a little bit later, because it probably won't be a first-day buy for me. We'll see. But anyway, I love the first Luigi's Mansion. I beat it a ton of times, and man, Luigi got super scared there. And here we have the introduction of the character who shall not be named because he hasn't been named yet. I don't want to spoil his incredible name for anyone who doesn't know. No, it's not that incredible. Although he is a cool character, and it's a shame that he's not in more Mario games. He was in Mario Party 6, and he was also in Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. Although, other than that, I don't think he's been in too much. Actually, he was also in the first Mario and Luigi too. But not too big of a part. Yeah, I don't have to press A to scroll through this text. Should I be reading this? No, I can't do a good EGAD voice. And actually, yeah, so there is his name right there. I spoiled it just before he said it, but I mean, it's not like it's that amazing. But anyway, Professor EGAD, he's a cool character. And this house wasn't always here, and he came in here to do things. Actually, he'll explain this in a couple of minutes. But yeah. Luigi's Mansion 2. It should be interesting to see exactly how that works, considering, I mean, the whole story in Luigi's Mansion 1 is Luigi receives this random thing in the mail, I guess, saying he won a mansion, and he comes here, and he finds out that his brother is missing, so you assume he's in the mansion, and you go looking for him. In the second game, I don't really know how they're going to tie Luigi into all of it. Because, I mean, the only reason Luigi actually did anything in this game was because, I mean, he's really the only person who could. So, it was either he did nothing and his brother was, like, gone forever, or he, like, stood up to his fears and he went and saved him. But in the second game, I mean, unless Mario gets kidnapped again, like, why wouldn't they just call him? I mean, it's obviously Luigi doesn't enjoy this. He just did it because he had to. So, obviously, if he had a choice, he'd probably, like, go run for his brother or, like, go hide under the bed or something like that. But anyway, so yeah, the mansion came out of nowhere. EGAD previously collected pictures of these ghosts that he captured back in his day as being, like, you know, a ghost chaser hunter thing. But they all escaped because of King Boo. So now, Luigi has to go in there and kind of recapture them all while he tries to find Mario. So that's pretty much what we have to do. He has to teach us how to use the Poltergeist 3000. And there are all of the crazy button things there. I think Totaka's song is here. If you wait for like 3 minutes on the screen, you get to hear it. For those who don't know, Totaka's song is kind of a cool song that is hidden in all of the games that he composed music for. And I think it's been found in every single game that he's ever composed music for. And it's usually found by waiting in a screen for a certain number of time, and then all of a sudden the song will start. Such as in like Yoshi's Story, if you go to the level select screen and you wait there for like 2 minutes, it will start. So okay, you know, I call it the Poltergeist 3000. Man, I'm spoiling the names of everything before they are even said. I guess we don't really need to read anything because I've played this game a million times. So yeah, we can walk around with the C stick, normal stick. Although we can, okay, I didn't even do it, and he kind of let me do it. So yeah, the C stick lets you change direction. R button lets you suck up the ghosts. B operates the flashlight. Overall, we don't really need too much help from the tutorial, but they're making us listen to it anyway, so we can get up close, do that, and then we can just suck them up. So I usually just kind of rotate the, control stick, although if you pull in like the opposite direction of which the ghost is trying to pull, that's pretty much how you can get the like maximum damage on them. Some people complain about the GameCube controller's layout, although I actually don't really mind it. I mean, I have no problem using the C stick. People always complain that like the GameCube controller, like the second control stick sucks because it's kind of weird, but overall I find it pretty easy to use. So yeah, you can't suck up both of them at once, and I guess I'm kind of rusty because I haven't played this game in actually quite a while, despite the fact that I beat it a lot back in the day. That was just pretty bad. That one disappeared there. And in the training here, if they disappear, they won't come back, but when you're trying to catch them in the actual mansion, if they disappear, they'll eventually come back to try and attack you again. So let's see. Isn't that a hoot? Here, more of them come. So basically, kind of want to try to get them all in your flashlight at once and try to catch them all, but it's not easy to get them all at the same time. But yeah, look at that! That makes up for that one that I missed. That was awesome. Catching ghosts means using the flashlight and Poltergeist 3000 as a team. I don't know what they're trying to do in the new game. There's like a new thing you have to do with the flashlight and charge up things. It sounds too complicated. This game was pretty simple, and I mean, it worked really well. Excellent, Luigi. Of course, the downside of this game is that it is quite short. Unfortunately, if you like, I remember it's very easy to beat in one sitting. If you have the time, it probably takes a few hours at most. Go to the gallery. Basically, if we go to the gallery, we can see this is where he used to have all the pictures of all the ghosts that kind of disappeared, and now they're in the mansion, and he's going to try and tell us some sort of story about them, but don't really care too much. I guess you can read it here for yourself if you don't believe me. I'm not the most trustworthy guy. Actually, that's a lie. I'm not bad. I'm not a bad person. I don't know what else there is to say about that. Let's see. I don't care. Can we leave now? Can we leave now? Can we please leave now? Okay. So yeah, basically, he gave us the Game Boy Horror, and that was that thing. That was down at the bottom right there. Actually, it's not at the bottom right there at all. Although if we press the X button, it does let us look around. So it's kind of neat. I mean, even though you actually don't get to see like a lot of the walls and back of things, I think the kind of camera angle they give you, and you can't change the camera angle while you're actually playing the game. You can just kind of rotate Luigi with the second thumbstick there. You can press X at any time to kind of look around the room, and you can even examine things, even though there's not really too much point. There's only really one thing that this is good for, as well as you can kind of examine certain ghosts and find out what their weaknesses are, if you're a bit stuck. So, can you let us out now? Yes, can we please get out of here? And let's start the actual game. Where would we like to go? Let's go back to the mansion. I don't think we need to go back to the training room. 9 of the 10 was pretty good, except for that, like, we got all of them except for that one that I screwed up. And I've never really understood what the point of the chandelier kind of falling there is. It's like, sometimes when you're walking past it, it will randomly fall, although it's not really much use to that. Anyway, we have Toad here. No one likes Toad. Where'd you go, Mario? Okay, hey, Luigi. Wow, it's Luigi! You finally made it. Oh, joy, thank goodness. Well, me, Princess Peach, asked me to come here and look for you, Mario. He left to one mansion, never returned. I arrived to your mansion full of ghosts. I didn't see Mario anywhere. I kind of freaked out. I wish we could hold B or press start to something that skips through the text. It's not important. If we say goodbye, I'm still very blue, and we think we have to start the whole conversation over again. Or kind of, I guess we have to start from the very beginning. So leave it to me, blah, blah. And now, the lights will come on, and we can use Toad to save. So man, we are in Area 1 right now, and we have 0G, so 0 gold. Oh yeah, I don't know what to say. Of course. What am I trying to do? So anyway, now that that is over, we have access to the Poltergeist 3000. We can do whatever we want with it. You will always want to kind of check the chandeliers and drawers for money. Money in this game is pretty much just used for your rank. Yeah, you can never actually use it to buy things. So I mean, it's pretty much just used as kind of a scoring system. I remember, before I actually got the game, I'm like, no, maybe the money will let you upgrade your, the vacuum or the Poltergeist 3000, but no, it was never actually used for any of that. I wonder if that will be incorporated into the new game, getting upgrades and stuff like that. Not entirely sure too much about how the new game works. I don't think really too much information has been released about it, and it's actually not the fact that I haven't been keeping up on it. Anyway, as you can see, we should definitely check all the chandeliers, because you never know when random coins and dollar bills are going to fly out of it. Anyway, let's see. Fortunately, money does... Darn, this is happening again. Money does not stick around for too long, so you're definitely going to want to suck it up as quickly as possible. Although this chandelier is making it very difficult to do that. Anyway, let's get to the actual game. We have a trail of coins over here leading us to this door, although fortunately it's locked at the moment, so not really sure why they led you to it. And if we go this way, there's a bunch of coins leading us to absolutely nothing, although... Again, you want to check absolutely everything with your vacuum. Sometimes even if there's not something at one point, if you check it again in the later point in the game, there will be something. So it's always important to check all this stuff out with the vacuum. Basically, I think we have the key. Yeah, we already unlocked this door earlier. So now we are kind of in the first real room. And so far, we have a whole bunch of coins laying around. And cupboards, which we should definitely open. And man, nothing has any money in it at the moment. Another chandelier, and that has nothing. So let's see, this has coins. Sometimes has a poison mushroom in it. I'm sure we'll probably see one of those at some point, which is kind of interesting. Anyway, so the point of this room, unless this has anything in it, yes! Money in here. Money, 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 money. And yes, now we have the Game Boy Horror there at the bottom right to kind of keep track of how many coins, bills, and gold bars we have. Starting from the top and then going downwards, they become worth more. And then, like I said, that kind of adds to your score at the end. And depending on how much money you have at the end, you get a certain rank. And that's pretty much all it does. There's not really much point to the money other than that. So if we press Z, we get this screen here, which kind of shows us our status. And these are all of the kind of big ghosts that we have caught. Well, we have caught none so far, so that's why there's nothing there. As you might have noticed when I was sucking things up, these lights went out. So if we put out all of the candles, we'll get kind of a cutscene thing here. Ooh, put out... Okay, we have no time to read it. The dark rooms are dangerous around here, yes? I love the dark, and now they will catch you. Yeah. Now you're in for it. Just like little red cat before you. Definitely a reference to Red from Pokemon Blue there. So may you wander in the darkness forever. Are you afraid of the dark? Here they come now. So man, this is going to be the hardest room ever. So basically, just like in training, we have these orange ghosts, and if we do exactly what we did in training, we will be able to suck them up. Kind of just have to wait around for them to show up. There's not really much else to do, so kind of just wait, and you wait, and you wait, and you wait. I guess we should walk around the bit. Maybe it is a bit more than just waiting. You just have to walk until they show up. Fun fact about this game is that I actually played Luigi's Mansion on a TV game show called called Video and Arcade Top 10. Oh man, I guess this was probably about like 10 years ago now. Actually, that's even longer, since it was probably closer to when it came out. And if that was 2001, it was actually no, but I had played it a lot by the time it came out. So maybe it was more like around 2003, so about 10 years ago. And it was during the winter. I played this game. Oh yeah, we do have a map. Every time we get a key, it will bring us to the map. We can kind of look at the map of the house. We press A, it will zoom in, and it will show us like which door will open with the key we just got. We can free roam with the C stick. We can actually access that map anytime with the Y button. But yeah, I played this game on the game show called Video and Arcade Top 10. And it was really funny. That was it was a game show where there would be 4 kids, and they would compete in the game, and whoever had done the best in the game after about 15 minutes to half an hour would win a prize at the end. And I went on the show multiple times, I think about 4 or 5 times. Let's see, the first time ever I played Mario Kart 64, and I didn't do so great, because, I mean, it was my first time ever, and I was a really nervous person as a kid, so I got kind of nervous. And I did some really stupid things in the game, like I was like, oh man, maybe I can get ahead of them if I cut through the grass, and anyone who's played Mario Kart will know that cutting through the grass is not a good idea. I mean, that wasn't because I sucked at Mario Kart, it was just because, like I said, I was nervous. I knew that going through the grass was not as fast as, like, actually going on the track. The next time I played Pikmin, and I had never played Pikmin prior to that, so just naturally, I had no idea how the heck to play. So yeah, I didn't end up doing so well in that. And whoa, I get both of you, and I somehow didn't get you, even though your heart was showing there. Yeah, so I played Pikmin, that didn't go so well. And then the time after that, I played Luigi's Mansion. And I completely destroyed everyone, and I actually won. The funny thing is, before, what's it called? I'm too busy talking, not busy enough to actually trying to catch these ghosts. We also have these purple guys now, and they have 20 health, and they kind of punch you, like much like the orange guys. Basically, they're like the orange guys, but stronger. They're not really much of an issue, because a lot of things in this game aren't really much of an issue. So yeah, I destroyed Luigi's Mansion, came in first, and I pretty much beat all of Area 1 by the time that the time was up. That's right, this is a blue ghost. Blue ghosts, you only have 1 chance to catch them. They'll usually be hidden inside closets and other things. And when you catch them, they drop a ton of money, and usually other things too. Gold bars and the jewels. Although, yeah, you only have 1 chance to catch them, so if you make them disappear, you will never get a chance again to catch them. Also, you must find them when the room is dark, as you might notice when we capture a ghost. The lights will turn on. So, like, if you, don't find them while the room is dark, you can never get them again, except for one point later in the game where some of the rooms do go dark once again, and you have a chance to go back and find any ghosts, blue ghosts that you missed at that point. These orange guys here have 40 health, and their trick is that they throw these banana peels, and if you slip on them, it kind of really sucks, and you often will hit them while you're trying to catch them. And then, yeah, as you saw, you'll, stop sucking them up when you hit the banana peel. That is a poison mushroom, and I have to get hit by it just to show you what it does. It you shrink, and then when you call Mario's name, it sounds really funny. And yeah, it kind of sucks because you lose coins and all that, but who really cares? You still have 95 health. There's hearts everywhere. You don't have really any risk of dying at this point. But yeah, back to my video in Arcade Top 10 showing. So before you actually go live on, the show's not live, but before you actually go on the show and start playing, they take the 4 people who will be playing the game into a room where you can kind of test it out. So yeah, you'll completely suck in case you've never played it before. So yeah, I mean, this wasn't enough time for me to learn how to play Pikmin in my second time on the show. But I mean, I had played Luigi's Mansion and beaten it a ton of times. So I mean, I was like, yes, this is going to be the greatest game ever for me. And the other 3 people who I played against were all like, what's a Luigi's Mansion? I'm so busy playing Call of Duty. No, I mean, Call of Duty didn't exist back then. Well, it did, but I mean, it wasn't the massive thing it was today. So I mean, they didn't really know anything about Luigi's Mansion. So, you know, instead of being nice and kind of telling everyone, okay, this is how you play the game, they all took their turns at playing, and they kind of fumbled around and did absolutely terrible, not knowing what to do. Like, in like that room there, we had to put out the 6 purple candles. I mean, none of them knew what to do. And I mean, me, like, it's my turn to kind of try the game. I'm just like, yeah, the A button, like, did you jump at the A button? And like, yeah, so I kind of pretended I knew absolutely nothing. And then once we went on the show, I kind of destroyed everyone's face. So I won, and the grand prize was you got a copy of the game that you played. So, I mean, I didn't really need it, so actually, like, more than one episode was filmed in one day, so I actually just traded my game off with someone else. I think I traded it for, like, Tarzan or something like that, for the GameCube, and I didn't have it, and it's actually not a bad game, so I traded it for that. And you also won another prize. You got to pick, like, a numbered ball out of, like, this bin, and then whatever number you picked corresponded to a prize, and I think I won these, like, spinning toys that were, like, a rip-off of Beyblade. I ended up trading them in at Walmart for like $30 credit or something like that. Hold up a sec, Luigi. It's me, Professor Egad. I detect spirits stronger than we've seen lurking ahead. I think it must be some of those escaped gallery ghosts. You should know that they're really different from other ghosts you've seen so far. They don't show their hearts very easily. Nope, not at all. When you find one, you should use the X button to search its heart for clues. Sometimes you can learn the best way to surprise them. Well, Luigi, I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. So yeah, now we can unlock this door that there was that coin trail leading to earlier. And this will lead us to kind of another section of this main first area here. So yeah, that was kind of my my epic victory on Video and Arcade Top 10. After that, I played a game in the next year called Smash Cars. I was originally supposed to play Mega Man X7, which was going to be awesome for PlayStation 2, but one of the copies of the game went missing. And I mean, you have to have 4 copies of it for each console for each person. So one of the copies went missing. Who knows where? I don't guess someone stole it. So yeah, unfortunately we couldn't play that. So then we had to play Smash Cars. I mean, it was a racing game. I wasn't the best at racing games back then. And then after that, the next year I played some Hot Wheels game, and my left thumbstick was broken on the PS2 controller, so I absolutely sucked. So anyway, this coin trip was leading us to this door, and that is kind of a jerk move. You'll see there's kind of a mat in front of this door, and there's not one in front of this door. You will also notice that if we hit this door with the vacuum, it will shake, and if we hit this door with the vacuum, it will not shake, and that is because this is a fake door. Opening it will damage us, and it will kind of flatten us there. And yeah, there was absolutely no other purpose to that door other than to hurt you. So yeah, that's why that coin trail was kind of mean. Now, if this was a recent Nintendo game, there would have been a block here saying, "Watch out, Luigi, there's a fake door right there." But no, back in Nintendo's glory days, they actually led you into traps instead of telling you that they existed. Man, I missed Nintendo's glory days. So anyway, we're actually supposed to go inside of this door right here, where we will see one of those stronger ghosts that Professor Egad was talking about. There he is right there. As he said, we can examine the heart by kind of pressing A on it there. Ho 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 ho! Go ahead, try to find me. I can see you, but you cannot see me, even though we actually can kind of see him on the screen there. Before we kind of capture him and make the lights turn on, we will want to look behind the desk here and find this slice of cheese. Just like the blue ghosts, you can only do this when the lights are off, and if we take a picture of it, a golden mouse will appear, and if you suck it up, man, and there's a blue ghost in this room too? I forgot about that, actually. Hey, we'll do... the yellow mouse disappeared and the blue ghost disappeared. I'm a failure. I was actually not ready for all of that. Plus, with these books flying at me, I absolutely suck. But anyway, golden mice are much like blue ghosts, and I can't believe I actually forgot that there was one in this room. If you catch them, you'll get a ton of money and other good stuff. Let's see, so how do we make this guy kind of appear again? Just kind of hit the chair. And if we look at him, it doesn't really do anything. I think we just kind of have to wait around, actually. There we go, wait for him to get tired, and then attack! So basically, I believe that the rank, each ghost you'll get a ranking on at the end of the area, either gold, silver, or bronze. And I believe it corresponds to how much health you have when you suck them up. So since I have 80 health, I don't think we can get gold, or something like that. Or does it correspond to how much damage you actually take? Also, those are the pearls, and the pearls, depending on which pearls will come out, depend on how much of his health you suck up in one go. So I think it's if you suck up more than 90 health in one go, you get the big pearl, as you can see here now. And then the other ones correspond to different amounts. Anyway, we sucked him up, and also if we go to the right here, we'll see that we sucked him up. I do not remember the names of any of them. I don't remember the names of anything except for like Mega Man characters, because it's easy because they all end in man. But These guys, I don't really remember their names, but we'll check out their profiles for those who are curious. So anyway, one big ghost down, and now we have the key, which will lead to another room. So that's pretty much the way Luigi's Mansion works. Go into a room, complete objective in that room, get key, go to next room, repeat. And there are a number of areas which you'll have to do this in. So I'm kind of curious on how exactly this will work with the new Luigi's Mansion game. Will it be more free roaming? I think there's also multiple mansions, so how exactly will that tie into the story? It will be interesting to see anyway. Please open this thing here. And also, don't forget to do this thing on the ceiling. You want to make it spin really fast. And then, eventually, any day now, someday now, sometime before Christmas, money will come out. There we go. And you can suck all of that up. And yeah, so here we are with the second kind of big ghost, as I call them. Another drawer full of money. Gotta check absolutely everything. So I don't know who keeps all these things full of cash. But anyway. Is this another one where we just have to kind of stand around and wait for you to become vulnerable? No, actually, I believe this one. We have to open up the window. That is right. And man, we can kind of see Toad out there. Oh dear, such a draft. And you kind of get up to close the window. Although, I believe I did something wrong there, so let's see. It's actually been a very long time since I've played the beginning of Luigi's Mansion. There we go, so now we can get you. And this battle will be much like the last. The ghosts at the beginning of the game don't really have too many tricks for you to, like, overcome. It's more puzzle solving, like waiting for the first guy to, like, stretch his arms and opening the window for this one. And don't take me into the poison mushroom, darn it. Yeah, so there, as you saw, as soon as we took 90 health off, the big pearl kind of came out there. And there are values which correspond to like when the other pearls appear too. You cannot use your vacuum when you are small, so unfortunately I have to run and pick up all those things on my own, which kind of stinks. But anyway, let's see. Got this key here, which should open up what I believe is the final room of Area 2, despite the Area 1, despite the fact that it looked like there were more rooms there. Another room there for us to go in. Scary. And man, I just walked right into that one, literally. You can also tell which doors are fake if you look at the map. You can kind of just tell that there's not a door to the north of right where you are standing. So anyway, these doors are pretty much really easy to kind of figure out where they are, despite the fact that they can be kind of tricky at times too. So anyway, I believe this is the door that we just unlocked. I think I skip this every other time, and if we don't skip it, I'm gonna get this really scared Luigi grabbing the door and opening it slowly. We have the baby's room, and also right here we have one of 4 big hearts. These heal 50 health, and there is one in each area, and every time you kind of start the game you can go and collect them again. So does anything come out of this? Actually, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, so basically we needed to use the vacuum on that to kind of get the baby out of his crib and say, hey, want to play with me? And this is kind of going to end up being the first boss. I actually didn't mean to wake it up. I thought you were just supposed to go like smash the crib, but no, it goes to show how much I remember this game, although I swear it has actually been quite a while since I played it. There's a poison mushroom there. And not too important. As you can see, there's thorns all over this door now, so if we try to open it, it will actually hurt us. So basically, we can't get out until we do whatever it is that we need to in this room. Oh, we were supposed to grab this ball, of course. In your face! Literally, once again. Yeah, too many things are literal in this game. Ow, you gave me an owie. I just wanted to play with you. Well, frig, you locked me in your room and started to, like, attack me with books. What was I supposed to do? I also don't understand why a ball will hurt a ghost. But anyway, this is not going to be good. The first boss, yes, is the baby. Kind of a weird situation where, I mean, the baby would be the boss, yet the adults aren't the boss. I don't know. It's definitely an interesting idea. So anyway, the point is here, we're kind of having rocking chairs thrown at us, and It's not such a great thing. Although every once in a while these balls will kind of come out of somewhere, and you just kind of have to grab it, and just like before, in the face. And then there's no really flashlight when you're fighting a boss, so just kind of grab it and try your best to suck it up. There are no pearls when you are fighting a boss, I believe. So kind of just have to do your best. Although there is still gold, silver, and bronze ranking, so you'll try to want to have as much health as possible, so that you don't lose. What's it called? So that you get like the best ranking balls. But again, the gold, silver, and bronze do absolutely nothing, and it is pretty much just for like your own sake, being able to say that you did a good job. It would be cool. Like that is one thing with this game. There aren't really like unlockables. It would be cool if like the more treasure you got, you unlocked like bonus features or something. But it's all kind of just for like your self-satisfaction, and that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying games have to have bonus features and like hours of extra content for it to be good. But it is always cool when like finding items rewards you in that kind of way. Especially in a game like this. Anyway, so let's see. So it seems like we can only really take off 25 damage at a time. We're kind of forced to go flying. Luckily that doesn't damage us, I believe. Okay, so let's kind of wait for this again. And the easily dodgeable rocking horses. Kind of running back and forth. But yeah, so that's kind of my video and arcade top 10 adventure. I used to go on all of the time and play different games. And it was always a lot of fun. Unfortunately, like I said, I only ever won once. And I kind of explained why the other times. Mario Kart, I was nervous. Pikmin, I had no idea what the heck a Pikmin was. Luigi's Mansion, I destroyed. Smash Cars, definitely not my like genre of choice, so I didn't do super well. And Hot Wheels, my controller was broken, and again, it was a racing game, so I didn't do too great. But yeah, overall, it was a lot of fun doing that, getting games. And even if you came in second, I remember the second place prize was 2 tickets to Medieval Times, which was cool. We do like Medieval Times, kind of expensive, so to get 2 free tickets for that was pretty cool. And also, I should note, if you came in first, you actually also got a free watch. You got a free Timex watch, and that was always really cool too. So I got that watch, and I actually used it until the battery died. And then by that time, I kind of outgrew it. It was pretty small for my wrist, so I bought a new watch, and it was Timex too. So I guess some good advertising there from Timex. And let's see. Also, for first place, I won a free rental from Microplay, which is like a chain of stores which doesn't even exist anymore because EB Games or GameStop completely destroyed them. And I believe the 3rd and 4th place prizes, man, what were the 3rd and 4th place prizes? I don't really remember. I usually came in 2nd or 1st, although I do think I came in 3rd once. Although I don't exactly remember what it was right now. We get the Heart Key, which also marks the end of Area 1. I think that was kind of like an 8-bit version of the Luigi's Mansion theme. Luigi Christmas. And this is actually exactly the point that I made it to before I ran out of time in Video Arcade Top 10. So yeah, it takes about half an hour to get this far. So yeah, that's about how long I played for on the show. Luigi, can you hear me? Oh, thank goodness you're okay. I lost contact with you all of a sudden. I was a tad worried. Let's see, you seem a bit tuckered out after all that long battle, don't you? Why don't you come back to the lab? And when you vacuum a boss ghost, your Poltergeist 3000 is pretty much full of so yeah, full. But ho ho, I guess show that boss ghost. Who's boss? Ha ha, ha 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 ha. This bit teleports us back to Egad's lab, and you made it back in one piece. So take a gander. This is the 5 piece of work tools. Sorry, no, it took me. I'm trying to talk way too fast. I call it the ghost. Portrificationizer, something like that. This machine lets us turn ghosts you catch into paintings. Not only that, it works in reverse too. I wonder what will happen there. I wonder, how do you use it, you ask? Well, it's simple. Just plug that Poltergeist 3000 into the slot and then enjoy the ride. So here we go. And we'll take out all of the big ghosts that we caught in this area, which is only 3. First area is pretty small. The ghosts are invisible, so we need to press them into visible forms. And presto, turn them into beautiful ghost portraits. We got gold, we got silver there because I kind of messed up a little bit. We got gold on him and gold on her. So yeah, I kind of messed up on the day. Too busy talking, not trying enough playing. Managed to turn those ghosts back into paintings. Thanks for your help, Luigi. And here's a review of how he did in Area 1. So we got gold on him, gold on her. I actually thought we got silver on the guy, so and silver on him. So we got 3 ghosts. So we got 90 coins, and that's kind of how many points they translate to. And a whole bunch of things we haven't even found yet. And pearls, that's the best we could have done with pearls so far. And there is our total up to this point. And like I said, at the end of the game, that just determines what rank you get. Although there's not really much point other than that. And there's no memory cards, so we will not save. But anyway, I believe that is where we're going to end up today. That is the entire first area of Luigi's Mansion. Now, I should note that is definitely the shortest area. There are like, what, 22 ghosts here or something like that? We have 18, 19, 21, yeah, so 22 like big ghosts. And we've only caught 3 of them so far. So the first area is very small. And the game definitely, like, the areas do obviously get much bigger. So don't think that, like, each area takes half an hour. You're going to be done the game in 2 hours. Well, I mean, you could be. It's actually not a super long game at all. But still, the areas definitely do get longer and more difficult, especially if it's your first playthrough. There will be a few tricky spots where you probably won't immediately know what to do. And overall, it's a very fun game, and it should be interesting to see just what the sequel is like in March. So I'm sure a lot of people have probably played this game, but if you haven't, definitely check it out. It's probably not too hard to find. And yeah, it's a very good game. And I would like to thank, once again, the Hipsterpotamus for recommending it. If you haven't yet, definitely check out his channel, because he's a pretty good guy, pretty cool guy. And subscribe if you like his content. But yeah, anyway, I think that's all that we were going to do for today. So thank you very much for watching. Hope that you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time for something different. So thanks, and see you later.